Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I am Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player, and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. Alright, what you're seeing on my screen right now, hold on a minute, having some issues here. What? Alright, there we go. Alright guys, now what you see on my screen right now is Symbiote Spider-Man. That is right, he's currently sitting at level 70, tier 11. That's not what I promised you guys, right? So let's finish him off. Let's equip this last piece of gear. There's the tier 12. And now let's add the last level. And that gives us our level 71 tier 12 Symbiote Spider-Man. Choose My Fate Volume 7 complete. Alright, so one thing before we jump into your guys' options here we have to cover is after June 10th, YouTube will no longer support the polling options that I've been using in my videos for Choose My Fate. So this will be the last Choose My Fate that has the polling from YouTube. So I have to come up with an alternate solution for future Choose My Fates, but for now, we still have YouTube to do it here, guys, but we'll have to come with a change later. So if you guys want to be informed of what the changes are going to be, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, or if you have any good suggestions of how to do polls from other websites. I do have a Discord which will be linked in the description down below, but I don't know if I want to use my Discord for Choose My Fate voting because I feel like that would alienate some of the audience. So I really would just like a quick website link that I could tag in the description for people to go vote in future videos. So if anyone out there can help me out and definitely save me some time doing some research and figuring it out on my own, I'd greatly appreciate it. But with all that said, guys, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright, before I get started with your guys' 5 choices, we just need to go over some ground rules. So in case you're new here or need a quick reminder, here are just some simple rules about Choose My Fate. 1. You will be given 5 options. At the end of me going over those 5 options, there will be an eye in the right corner of the screen. I'm going to put an arrow in this video. I've heard people have had issues finding it in the past. I'm just going to put it there, a little helpful tool for anyone who's new to this series that is not familiar how the poll thing works. But anyways, at the end of the video, you will vote on what you feel that I should do next. It doesn't have to be something that you think that should be next. It can be anything you want me to see me do for fun or whatnot. I would not give you guys an option I would not do. And overall, I gotta say this every time, make sure I don't get those hateful comments that I got during the first part of Choose My Fate. There is planning behind these options, so no matter what you pick, I do have a plan in place to help me in this game. And rule number 2, Dark Dimension will never be an option, as that is something I'm always working on in the background. And with that rule comes rule number 3, is that any option I give you for a solo character or a team of characters, the build is always to level 71 and gear tier 12. Until I've completed Dark Dimension 3, that will always be the goal, as any characters going past 71 and going past gear tier 12 is solely saved for those that are going to Dark Dimension 3. Now with that said, let's get into... Why am I having issues again? What is going on here?
I was supposed to come on here and say things like 7 times you guys have chosen his fate. But after seeing his list and there's just more bio characters, screw that, I'm taking over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, and that is your 5 choices for Choose My Fate, and I was now appearing in the corner of the screen for you to give your vote. Now while you guys are voting, I'm just going to give some updates and some other information. Now Choose My Fate's poll will be open for 48 hours, so this video is going live Wednesday at noon, and polls will close Friday at noon. So that means when my Friday orb opening show goes live on YouTube, the poll will close permanently for this Choose My Fate, and the results are final. In the event of a tie, I will leave the poll open until it is broken. The other thing was, while I was recording this today, 2 other YouTubers released videos that I am featured on as a special guest. The first one is Paulo P13. A link for that video will be in the description. It's a new series called Two Sides, where me and Sen Raven basically give our opinions on the two sides. Me being the free-to-play side, and Sen Raven being the whale side, even though I don't know if he really considers himself a whale, but he's definitely a spender. And then Paulo P13 pretty much narrates the entire thing. The second video that went live, PaPokeman put out a video, brand new series from him. He did a fantastic job with it. I was his very first guest. That video is also linked down in the description. Please go check them both out. For those of you following this all the way through, you guys will probably see me shout out these exact same videos on my Friday orb opening show. I wasn't originally planning on having them advertised here. It just happened to work out, and I needed to waste some time while you guys take your time to vote. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for voting. If you like this series, hit that thumbs up button. It'll help so much more people see it, and I get more voting and more results. If you're watching and have not subscribed yet, and you like this kind of content, there's no set schedule for this one. It's basically whenever I complete the last Choose My Fate, I start the new Choose My Fate. But if you don't want to miss it, subscribe. And if you really want to make sure you don't miss it, hit that notification bell. And guys, with all that said, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
The last time I let him give you 5 options, he chose to give you guys 3 bio characters after he just finished with Black Bolt. And he wonders why it took him so long to finish Symbiote Spider-Man. So 7 times he has given you the options, and you guys have chosen his fate. This time, his fate is mine. The Heroes Campaign. You think I was gonna let him sit back with a 5 Red Star Colossus and not give him crap about it? No. No, one day, he's gonna complete this, and he's gonna farm Colossus. And if it's the last thing I make him do, and this one's especially for the person who left the YouTube comment, that they would like to see at least one challenge thrown into the mix. So for you, I say, let's go get some Red Stars. The next 3 are all brand new first-time options selected by yours truly. Because if we would have left it up to Mr. Free-to-Play, you guys would be getting more bio characters like Captain Marvel and Invisible Woman. Now we need to do something to take care of all these defensive war teams in this game. Now I know what you're thinking. They all need Mystic Gear. Well, it's not bio, and that's the point. Back in the day, me and Johnny Blaze were good old pals riding bikes like 2 old boys would do. But then he had to go and be all vigilante on me, and I hate that Mr. Free-to-Play has been infamous for never going after the brand new shiny toy. It's time to make him go after the new shiny toy, and that's why your option number 4 is Power Armor. Just look at those Red Stars. So much power. But he's got these guys down here playing with Matchbox cars. I'm pretty sure at 6,000 CP, Iron Man couldn't even start a fire. It's time to make Power Armor great again. Wait, where did I hear that before? And I just couldn't leave this guy out. So option number 5, my brother from another mother, Ebony Maw. That's one handsome dude. Now that I totally hijacked Mr. Free-to-Play's choices, it's time to send it back to him, and he doesn't have a clue. Ha 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 ha!